Hello and welcome to Healthy Cooking for Food Lovers. My name is Marie-France Garon. We are making a fish pie. Now we've got seafood, fish, all sorts of things. Some prawns, big ones, and also some small ones. The fish is a cod, and I also have some salmon, 2 different cuts. This is just what I have in my freezer. We have lots of scallops here. Some smoked oysters as well, and I have some milk. I will poach the fish in the milk and then make a bechamel with that milk after. We've got some potato. They are already sliced and in the water. We'll cook them also in the milk, and this is gonna go in a phyllo pastry. We have some leeks, butter, lemon, everything is ready. And something I wanted to show you is with the scallops. I have a big bowl of scallops here, so delicious. And one thing that is so important with the scallops, now I've done most of them, but I wanted to show you that there's a little muscle here that's always attached to the scallops. This needs to come off, and it's very, very easy to take off. You will see it will come off like this, and so this goes in the bin, and that's why sometimes your scallops are a little bit chewy. If they didn't take that off, that makes them a little bit hard and chewy. So I left only another one just to show you. This whole pot is already done, but you see it's easy to spot it. You will look around and you will find that little muscle on top here, and just go and take this off and throw it out. So from that big bowl here, I've taken all this off here, and this is to discard. So therefore your scallops will be nice and tender. I am making the bechamel that will go with the fish pie. So we have 3 tablespoons of butter here, and we add the same quantity of flour. So it's about that much. So now with your wooden spoon, you're gonna cook that flour. Now that's a nice consistency. So if you don't get like this, you can still add a little bit more butter or more flour and have a consistency like that. But make sure to cook this, because the flour has to be cooked. We're gonna add the milk. So if you're doing just a regular bechamel, you just have some milk simply. I'm gonna use this milk where I poached all my fish for the fish pie. So that's why the color is a little bit different, and I'll use this so we make sure we collect any extra we don't want inside here. So let's just put it like this. And now we change our tools. We're gonna use the whisk, and we cannot stop whisking because we don't want anything to stick to the bottom. So we just keep going until it is nice and thick. And it's pretty much, when you see the little bubble, it's pretty much finished. We'll turn it off. I'm gonna taste for the salt. My milk was already a bit salty because I poached my fish and I seasoned them before, but I just want to make sure that it's right. See if it needs a little extra salt. No, perfect. Okay, now a couple of extra ingredients. We're gonna add 2 egg yolk, and what we'll do, we'll just beat this a little bit, add a little bit of the sauce in here. So just because I don't want our egg yolk to cook when they get in here, so I warm them up with a little bit of the sauce, so when it goes in, it doesn't sort of just cook and make some little yellow lumps. It makes it very creamy. Okay, egg yolks. And the last thing we're gonna do, being for the fish pie, we're gonna add a little bit of lemon zest and a little bit of lemon juice. Not too much. That's enough for the zest. And then mix that up. some lemon juice, just a little bit. I'll just catch pips like that. That's enough. And it's done. Ready to build our pie and add our beautiful special bechamel to it. Ready to build our fish pie. So now there's just a little bit of oil here in the bottom of my pan. I'm using one of those clip one, and I've got butter and oil here, and we just dab a little bit on the phyllo paste and start adding some layers. Now this is really thin. If it breaks off, it doesn't matter because we can put another one on top. So we just put it all down like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just gonna be like that, and I'm gonna add another one. Always 5 layers at a time. That's pretty much what you do with the phyllo. So a little bit of melted butter on the sheet, and then we take it very gently and then go and place it. That one sticks here, okay, doesn't matter. So we go and place it around this pan just like this. Just push it down and keep going, 5 layers at a time, and we'll start adding some fish and some bechamel. So you see what I do is I just turn like this. All of this part here, we'll fold it back later when we finish building everything. So that's fine, it's okay like this. First layer, we have 5 sheets of phyllo. Now we're gonna start putting in our filling. So what I'm gonna do while I'm not doing phyllo, I'm just gonna put a cloth on top so it stays, it's a wet cloth. And I'll just cover the phyllo like this with the wet cloth, so it's gonna be ready to use again. Otherwise it's gonna be dry and cause me some trouble. Now we're gonna place some potato at the bottom, and those potato, I cook them in the milk for the bechamel, but just they're just not cooked through 100%, maybe 90%. And we're gonna just place them around on the edge like this, just all around, and then in the middle as well, but we'll just do the outside first, and then now we're gonna add our fish. So we have some salmon and some cod. Now I have many layers to do. I also making double recipe. I'll have to make another one after, so I'll make sure I have enough of everything. So let's start with the salmon. Just everywhere, and then a bit of cod here. There's gonna be 2 layers to this, so I just put a little bit at a time. Some big prawns in here. Isn't it gonna be delicious? Oh, yep. Okay, some smaller prawns as well, just a little bit so it covers the everywhere. Okay, I also have some seafood flakes. Nice color, nice color. Okay, I have some smoked oysters, and what I did is I set them on a towel because I don't want the whole dish to taste too smoky. So I only put a little bit, and maybe 5 or 6 pieces here per layer, and the rest on the top. So about like this. Okay, trying to spread it even everywhere. Okay, now we're gonna add some leeks. I just sauteed the leek in a pan with a little bit of oil, and that's how we get that beautiful texture. So I'm just gonna make sure that I've got some leeks everywhere. And we have lots of scallops as well to add on to our pie. Now this is just the first layer, and there will be some more phyllo and another layer of seafood. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, one more here, that's perfect. Now we'll add the bechamel, but you really want your bechamel to be really thick because you don't want to have a wet pie. So we're just gonna add on all evenly, but not a big sort of coat. It's just to cover a little bit like this. I think that's just about how much I wanted. And we'll do the next layer of phyllo. Now our second layer of phyllo here, just dashing the butter on like this. And then we'll have a whole other layer of seafood as well. Oh, that's gonna be really nice. Okay, one sheet at a time. We're gonna put 5 layers of phyllo. We have our 5 layers of phyllo. We're gonna add the potato, same as before. Ready to finish? We'll cover up with 5 sheets of phyllo and it's done! I see there's a big hole in this one, and it doesn't matter because there's gonna be another one on top. So we're gonna go like this, put it like that, and just bring it in a little bit. And then there's another one on top. All right, a couple of things here that we're gonna do. What do we do with all these layers here? It starts from the bottom, so we just fold everything to the top, just like that. From the bottom to the top. And that's all gonna go like this. Look at this! It's gonna be amazing! So, we just fold everything back like that. And we add a little bit of more butter on top. Gonna look good. Okay, ready to go into the oven. So this is gonna go at 350 for, I'd say, 40 minutes. And we'll see what happens. Et voila, the seafood pie. It's made of phyllo pastry, and it's got inside some salmon, some cod, prawns, shrimp, scallops, oysters. Oh, and it's got some bechamel sauce as well. So it's heavy, it's 2.5 kilos. So it's gonna be delicious.